Behind the duels, we fixed the typo. David Tuck was expelled?
Damn it! Don't you see?
Oh yeah.
Fate is to be
Yeah.
destroyed. Why don't you Exesians just accept that? Lie down and die!
Yeah, that'd probably be a pretty good justification for expulsion.
Just get out of my office.
Well, fine. I don't need the studying of Phoenix University. Wait until my father hears this.
I assume this is before Mephiles attacked the university itself. David Tuck versus Viper.
What? You're denying the terms of our duel? Why?
Just because you win a duel doesn't mean I have to give you free food. Now get out of my store.
Pretty good chef's
Dare
hat.
you defy me? I am the great David Tuck. I am the most powerful duelist of Phoenix University. And
You're not even in
you
Phoenix
should
University
give
anymore.
me more respect. I claimed the purposes of our duel, and you should follow them.
I don't give a damn who you are. Get away from my store. You are threatening away my customers.
No! I'm not leaving until my food is given to me.
I forgot how much of a dickhead
Hello,
David
hello,
Tuck
hello?
really was.
What's going on here? Ugh, sector security, thank goodness. For pity's sake, take this steampunk away. He thrashes me in a duel and expects me to give him food out of it.
Steampunk!
Shut it!
Don't you dare tell me to shut it! I am the great David Tuck, and I deserve much more respect than any lowlife around here gives me!
Oh, not you again.
Again, this is a
Look,
running trend.
How many times do I have to tell you? If you want to get some money out of dueling, just go and join some tournaments or something.
And
Seriously.
I already told you that I'm banned from tournaments. Nobody wants to accept a duelist that insulted an Exesian on live television.
That's being
That's your
racist has
problem,
consequences?
not his and
The
not
fuck?
mine. So get.
Fine!
You're so
I know
racist,
much
more
better
bigoted.
places to go to than this.
And if I see you coming around here again, I'll lock you up for real this time.
Be grateful, David Tuck,
You
that
don't
you're
want
not
to be
in a
like that
Twitter
one
universe.
Battle Wasp player a few years ago.
Reference Dark 5. Could get this entire thing as a Secret Dark 5, to be fair. Yeah, be grateful you're not in a Twitter universe, David Tuck.
Not
You
even
breathe,
this rancid
therefore you're
dimension
racist.
Can offer 3 victims of food. How could this have happened? I defend. I offend one Exesian. One! And look at me! Look at me! I lost everything. All of my fortune taken away from me in a single night. And it's all because of that stupid Exesian. When I find that Topia, I am going to tear him a new duelist. Well, at least I still have my deck. But now, look at what it's been reduced to. Nothing but a key to survival, to con people out of their food and money.
David Tuck has fallen on hard times, yet he still refuses to change his ways.
Is that?
We saw something, clearly.
And so, Master Mephiles, it looks like these Lancers will be quite busy for a while, if I can predict. Excellent work, Viper. Continue your objective at once. Yes, my
I think this is
lord.
a mystery dungeon trap, but I don't remember which one.
Oh, poor Draco Greendale. I almost feel sorry for him. Oh well, at least I gave him a heads up.
You! Oh, happy day, happy day. You are Viper, the famous backstabbing duelist working for that organization who infiltrated the Lancer tournament.
Who's asking?
Me, the great David Tock.
I don't know why.
And how lucky I must be with the chance to apprehend you!
Never heard of you.
David Tock, the greatest duelist of Phoenix University!
Oh yes, of course. The one who got kicked out of said university for offending an Exesian on live television.
Shut up about that! That
Is your legacy.
duel ruined my life! I was on top of the world, but after that duel, my father disowned me and took away all of my money. Now look at me, reduced to this! Having to scrounge for scraps. Having to duel people for their money and food to survive. Ugh. At this point, I'm just as big a lowlife as you.
Yes. You have a point. Does this mean you'd care to join us?
What? Why on earth would I bother joining your ranks?
You ran after
Consider
me.
it. You were thrown out, just as we were.
You were
Like
forgotten.
us. You, like us, Mr. Tock, are forgotten. So why wouldn't you want to join us? I can understand if you would.
And join you and all of your other pathetic, low-life beings? No, there's no way that I'd bother joining scum like you.
Then why'd you chase after me?
No. Instead, I'd like to duel you so I can turn you in. Just think, all the fame and glory I would regain. Once I beat you in a duel and turn you into the Lancers, Phoenix University
Given the fact
will
that we know
happily
Vipers
accept
in
me
season
back,
2,
along with my father
don't think
and
this is gonna
everyone
end well.
else.
For David.
Well then, forgive me for being so foolish. But you know, sure, I'm willing to accept your challenge. It has been a while since I've had a duel. So I will apologize if I am a little rusty.
Oh, then it'll be all the more easier to defeat you. Let's do this.
Whatever you say.
Let's duel. I will
You
make
like
the
one
first
page.
assault on you. I draw. I activate the spell card, Clockwork Fast Forward.
Still using that clockwork deck. Amusing.
Of course, they are the most up-to-date cards of all time. Now, with this
They're
spell
literally
card, I can special
steampunk.
summon from my deck the Clockwork Golem. And
Level
with his
5.
special summon comes some more monsters. I normal summon my Clockwork Gadget, using his effect to add another Clockwork monster from my deck to my hand. Next I activate Clockwork Polymerer. This lets me special summon another Clockwork monster from the deck. Go Clockwork Butterfly! And using Polymer's other effect, I can fuse him with my gadget. I fusion summon Come Forth Clockwork Fortress. Next, I will activate Clockwork Golem's special ability, which brings the butterfly back again, so I can use polymerization to fuse the two of them together. I fusion summon Clockwork Cannon.
Interesting.
Clockwork Cannon gains 300 attack points for every Clockwork monster in my graveyard. And since Butterfly was used to fusion summon both these monsters, they both gain another 1000 attack each.
Ooh.
That will be it. I end my turn. Make it yours, you worthless duelist.
Then it's my turn. I draw. I activate from my hand the field spell Venerex Danger Zone.
What?
Venerex?
Yes, it's the new deck I use.
You changed archetypes.
New? Hardly. It's already outdated. I've seen that pathetic deck in action from Gaga Blacks, and it is nothing but a pathetic, useless deck. This outdated trash is your deck? I figured that you organization fellows would use this.
That doesn't make
Keep
the
insulting me.
duelist. The duelist
Which
makes
is why
the
I'm
deck.
negating it by switching my Clockwork Fortress to defense mode. Now the playmaker of your deck is gone.
Really? Then it's a good thing I have this. I activate the continuous spell Venerex Outbreak. Now I can activate the field spell you just destroyed directly from my graveyard.
Nice.
Now I can use the field spell's special ability, which you
Most of
negate.
the time when I do that,
placing
I
one
destroy the field
Venerex
spell, then they
counter
reveal,
on
oh, I had
every
another one.
face-up
Don't!
monster you control.
What?
Since you control a monster with a Venerex counter, I can special summon my Venerex Saw Scale from my hand.
Odd. I've never seen these cards before. These aren't a part of the deck.
It's a new one my master created, and it lets me add another
Because they're
Venerex
a
monster to my
forgotten
hand.
archetype now.
And I will summon that added monster, Venerex Scorpio. Using his special ability, I can change the battle position of one monster you control that has a Venerex counter. Your fortress is switched to attack mode.
What does that matter? Both
has
my
more
monsters
attack
are
than
way too
defense.
strong.
Then you won't mind if my Venerex Scorpio attacks your Clockwork Fortress.
Why?
You fool!
Clearly has an
My
effect, but
Clockwork
what's the
Fortress
effect?
destroys your monster. What?
The
Why
attack
my
became
fortress
0.
is attack point 0?
The Venerex counter.
Ugh.
Venerex Outbreak reduces the attack points of your monsters to 0 since they control Venerex counters and my monsters are battling them.
That means...
Don't worry though, it only happens during my turn. But that doesn't stop my Saw Scale from attacking and destroying your Clockwork Cannon.
Ah!
They're actually really taking a...
Both my monsters
Increase.
are gone.
I place one card
You're doing
face
a good job
down
with this,
and
that's
end
good,
my
nice.
turn.
I'm impressed.
It's your move.
No! I will not be defeated by a low-life duelist like yourself.
That's right, keep insulting me. You're only...
I am the
yourself
Oh,
great
look more
David
pathetic.
Tock, the most powerful and most respected duelist
the
in all
no
the
Phoenix
world.
universe-
And you
world
and your
now.
pathetic organization are made of nothing but a bunch of selfish, ignorantly stupid losers.
Hello, Pot. Hello,
You
Kiddo.
say
I'd like
that,
to tell you you're
And yet
black.
you're no more forgotten than the rest of us.
Ugh.
Of course, the only difference here is that we were forgotten because we were considered weak. But you were forgotten because nobody wanted to remember a person like you.
Shut up!
Hit him where
You
it
dare
hurts.
insult the great David Tock like that! I will break you!
It's funny, you said that exact same thing to Topia, didn't you?
Shut up! Ugh, this'll finish you! Draw!
Quaking Mirror Force.
Now I get the stupid card. No matter.
Had that too
I'll
many
make
times.
Use of it. First I activate my Chime of Clockwork spell card. This allows me to reveal one monster in my extra deck and summon one of its fusion materials to the field.
That's powerful.
I reveal my Clockwork Dragon to summon its required fusion material, Clockwork Wyvern. And when Wyvern is summoned... Oh, wait. My Danger Zone does have one other effect that I forgot to mention.
What?
Every time you summon a monster, it gains another Venerex counter. Like I care,
continuous spell only works
especially
on
since
his-
he adds
on
a
your
fusion
turn, though,
spell to
Viper.
my hand that enlists a machine monster. And that card, of course, is Power Bond!
Oh boy.
Just you wait! I fuse Clockwork Wyvern along with the Clockwork Knight and Turtle in my hand. I fusion summon Clockwork Dragon! Ah, Clockwork Dragon, of course. And now, thanks to Power Bond, his attack doubles. But that's not all. Thanks to Clockwork Turtle's effect, since it was used as a fusion material, I draw one card. And the card I drew is my Clockwork Toolbox.
What's that
With
do?
this Clockwork Toolbox, I am allowed to double my Clockwork Dragon's attack even further. Oh no. Now prepare yourself, you pathetic loser. Join the junkyard along with your fellow forgotten losers. Clockwork Dragon, attack! Go, Quantum Mayhem! Oh no, my life points! Not. I activate the spell card Venerex Fusion.
A fusion summon.
What? Another fusion spell? Correct. This quick play fusion card allows me to combine my two monsters on the fly. With these two monsters, I fusion summon Venerex Cephalia.
Cephalia?
Ha! That monster's weak. A weak monster with a decent effect. When he's summoned, I can take your Clockwork Dragon and inflict damage to your life points equal to half its original attack. Ugh.
1500 damage.
It doesn't matter! Clockwork Dragon will obliterate him! You would if your Clockwork Dragon didn't have a Venerex counter. But since it does, my Venerex Cephalia cannot be attacked by your Clockwork Dragon. No! And with Power Bond's effect,
You
take
lose
damage
the
due
duel.
to using your foolishly used Power Bond. So go ahead, end your turn. I don't think so. I will end my turn, but during the end phase I can banish my toolbox from the graveyard. Now not only do I not take any damage from Power Bond, but I get to draw another card.
That's handy. Leap back. A counter trap.
Where were you so many turns ago?
I've had that happen as well.
Impressive. But it won't be enough.
Did you forget to
save.
set Quaking
draw.
Mirror Force?
I think I have just the monster. First, though, I will activate my Cephalia's other special ability. By tributing him, I can summon both his fusion materials back from my graveyard. And then by banishing my Cephalia from my graveyard, I can add my Venerex fusion from my graveyard back to my hand.
This card has quite a few effects.
Ready for me to reactivate. Well, I don't think so. I activate Clockwork Dragon's special ability. Clockwork Leap Back, I'm assuming? You can't. Venerex Fusion cannot be negated if you control a monster with a Venerex counter.
What?
Ugh. Fine. Now as for which monster I'm going to be summoning, it won't be a Venerex monster. No. It'll be something a little bit more surprising. I combine these two monsters, and with them, I fusion summon level 8 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon!
What?
What?
So that's where the missing
Impossible!
Dimension Dragon was. Back in my head, the moment I saw that was two dark monsters, I thought it, but here it is.
you have a legendary duelist card.
It's not a real Starving Venom fusion dragon, of course. It's merely a fake made by my master Mephiles. But hey,
Were they all
it works
fakes, then?
just as good as the original.
It's a fake. Why is your boss creating fake cards?
I think the better question is, why should I waste my breath telling you, when I can use it to express Starving Venom's superior ability? First, when this card is fusion summoned, it gains the attack points of your monster.
14,800.
There's more. I'll also activate Starving Venom's other special ability. It lets me target a level 5 or higher monster and steal its name and effects for my own.
Those are my monster's effects. Give them back.
Not anymore.
So now you can't activate quaking
Now
from the
battle my
hand.
Starving Venom. Attack!
That's why you didn't set it earlier.
No! I activate Clockwork Dragon's special ability by paying up 500 of my remaining life points. I can use a trap card from my hand. Go Quaking Mirror Force! Your monster goes to face down defense position.
Look everyone! He thinks he's apprehended me.
Are there other people here?
No, you haven't. Didn't you just hear me earlier?
I stole
Starving
your
Venom has your
effects.
Clockwork Dragon's special abilities.
Meaning I can do what you just did.
No! This can't be!
Yes, I can use it, right here and right now. By paying 500 life points myself, my Starving Venom lets me activate my own trap card from my hand. Go, Trap Barrier!
Trap
This
armor.
trap card makes Starving Venom completely immune from all trap effects. And you can't negate it with any trap effects yourself.
I can't lose. I'm David Tock. I am the greatest duelist of Phoenix University. The greatest duelist they ever knew.
Nothing
now
but
you're
a
a washed
shadow
up hat,
of what
Ben.
you once were.
That works too. That actually
You're
works
right.
better.
You are the highest ranking duelist in Phoenix University. But not anymore. Now battle Starving Venom. Destroy his Clockwork Dragon.
No, no.
Go Consuming Venom Surge!
I'm undefeatable. No.
Given the fact that you were beating the tournament, no, you're not.
How could this be?
Mr. David Tock.
Lord knows you like to talk.
Your soul isn't even worth taking in this shadow game. I'd hardly even call it a shadow game, to be honest. If the shadows actually decided to take your soul, I bet they'd have a stomach ache. You're a has-been, David Tock. Just like the rest of us.
Has been or never were.
But at least you were given the chance to shine in the spotlight, unlike the rest of us. When you finally realize how not so different we are, you know where to find me. I don't normally like keeping real people in our organization, but for you, I might just make an exception.
Rubbish.
Guess so, perhaps.
Rubbish. There's nothing similar between us. I have nothing in common with lowlife like you. Just you wait, Viper. I will meet you again, but it won't be to join you. It'll be to destroy you and your pathetic organization. And then I will not rest until I, David Tock, regain my rightful position as the best duelist of all time. Mark my words. Mark my words!
To be continued. That was quite the episode. I think this is my favorite. I'd say, I was just about to say this is my favorite of the behind the duels, but there's only been two, counting this one. So it's like it's kind of not really fair. But yeah, that was. I'd say that David Tock's my favorite character, but it's more the fact that I just like the fact like the fact that he was a complete asshole. You know, it's like he's a villain you love to hate sort of thing. It's always one of those things where it's like, looking back on it, be like, why did I like this guy? He's just unforgivingly a prick. You know? It's interesting, though, to see how far he fell as a result of his own bigotry. Because let's be honest here, if that sort of thing happened, it would happen. Because that's how it happens in real life. You say one wrong thing and your life is over. Unless you're in the 1%, in which case you're fine. But yeah. It is interesting how David just kept doubling down on who he used to be, instead of trying to change who he was, you know. I'm trying to come up with like this, trying to remember this on like, there's a quote for this, but I can't remember it. All I can think of it would be like, those who don't change with the times are doomed to fall behind, or something like that. David could join the Organization of the Forgotten, but he wasn't in Season 2, so that probably didn't happen. Although he might still be a vessel. So, you know, that could be the case. Either way, I think this is an excellent episode, and I give my props to S-Code Knight. And the effects of the duels have really improved, so yeah. Job well done. I have no idea what... Well, that's not fair. I've seen the update videos, so you're just more chilling around, in which case, you have more than enough time to chill, dude. You always make it worth the wait, so yeah. You're fine. I mean, you didn't even need to do these behind the duels, but, you know. You felt like it, probably. I don't know. Whatever, I'm not gonna complain. Anyway, yeah. Job well done, and I enjoyed every second of it. See ya.